Some time ago, there lived a young man named Kunle. He was the only son of his mother and was known to be her favorite, a true mommy's boy. But Kunle's life took a dark turn when he got married. Soon after his wedding, he began experiencing a strange phenomenon. Every time he tried to be intimate with his wife, he would suddenly become impotent. This continued for months, causing him great distress. Feeling desperate, Kunle confided in his mother about his struggles. His mother, deeply concerned, took him to various spiritualists to seek a solution. However, despite their efforts, Kunle's condition did not improve. As months passed, Kunle's wife grew impatient and decided to seek spiritual assistance on her own. She narrated her predicament to her friend Lola, who took her to several spiritualists, but to their dismay, every spiritualist they visited claimed Kunle's mother was behind his condition. Kunle's wife couldn't believe her ears, and she was scared of telling her husband. After much thought and consideration, she pleaded with her husband to accompany her to a spiritualist. Kunle, desperate for a solution, quickly agreed and followed her. Upon reaching the spiritualist, it was revealed to Kunle that his beloved mother, whom he loved so much, was behind his condition. Kunle was torn between believing these accusations and trusting in his mother's love. He felt deeply disappointed in his wife for taking him to a fake spiritualist. For days, Kunle refused to eat at home or speak to his wife. He was angry that his wife could believe such an evil accusation against his mother. She tried her best to make him see beyond the norms. She even told him several related stories of people whose parents were the source of their problems. Yet, Kunle remained angry, unwilling to believe her or any spiritualist. One evening, Kunle decided to confide in his friend Benga, who then told him about a powerful and renowned seer. The next day, Kunle followed his friend to the powerful seer. When they got to her house and yet to even say a word, the spiritualist welcomed Kunle by his mother's maiden name. Kunle, the son of Ajike Ajishewura, welcome, she said. Kunle was awestruck. He wondered how she got to know his mother's maiden name. The seer continued to reveal astonishing details about his life, leaving Kunle both amazed and puzzled. To make things even clearer for him, the seer began telling him everything about his situation. She mentioned how he had never been able to make love to any woman, including his newly wedded wife. She also mentioned how he had been angry with his wife for taking him to a spiritualist who claimed his mother was behind his predicament. Kunle was surprised at the seer's accuracy. He opened his mouth wide, struck by all the revelations. The seer then told him that his mother was truly behind his predicament. To make the whole thing clearer to him, she went further to ask him some personal questions. She asked him if his mother had given him a specific wrapper to use as a cover every night. Kunle confirmed this, but he still wasn't convinced. Sensing Kunle's disbelief, the seer decided to paint a clearer picture. "Prove me right or wrong," she began. "At the last spiritual house your mother took you to, they demanded 2 goats, 2 pigeons, 2 fowls, and 2 cats for ritual, didn't they?" Kunle, astonished, affirmed the spiritualist's words, finally coming to terms with the truth behind his impotence. But she warned Kunle never to fulfill such a ritual, as it would condemn him to a life of impotence with no remedy. Instead, she advised him to burn the cover clothes given to him by his mother. Upon returning home, Kunle narrated the whole revelation to his wife, and they hurriedly burned the cover clothes to ashes. To their surprise, Kunle's mother arrived at their doorstep. Upon seeing the burning clothes, she became unstable and started an open confession. She revealed she belonged to a witchcraft group that had requested her husband for a ritual, which in return earned her a higher rank in the coven. After she lost her husband, the coven requested her only son Kunle for rituals, but she vehemently refused. Then, they gave her two options. Either she surrender her son's life for rituals and gets a higher rank, or donate her son's manhood to the coven so he will become impotent and have no seed on earth. To avoid suspicions and avoid being called a witch, she opted for the second option. Then she was given a wrapper from the coven to give to her son to always cover up whenever he sleeps. But over the years, she had lied to Kunle, telling him that the wrapper was for protection so that he wouldn't stop using it. Hence the reason why Kunle has been impotent all the while. Kunle was highly disappointed in his mother. He apologized to his wife for not believing her initially and for getting angry at her. From that day on, Kunle's impotence vanished, and he and his wife lived happily ever after, free from the dark influence of his mother's actions. But his mother died a few days after her confession. Life is indeed spiritual and full of the unimaginable. This story is partially based on true life experience, and some of the lessons drawn from this video is that while family loyalty is important, it's also crucial to recognize and address any wrongdoing, even if it involves an intimate family member. Also, believe in the truth. Sometimes the truth can be hard to accept, but it's important to acknowledge it and take necessary actions for personal well-being. Actually, I feel like taking the lessons to a deeper perspective, which is the spiritual side of life. Yes, life is indeed spiritual, and you must treat it spiritually. So I will leave you with a word in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, which says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about, seeking whom to devour." The devil is the major enemy, and he can use anyone who has made himself or herself available for his destructive actions. Hence, the more reasons to be vigilant and stay spiritual. So guys, that's the end of the story. If you are new here, or if you've been watching and yet to subscribe, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, because we have so much more stories coming your way. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.